Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Unusually Horrid Vlog. If this is your first time here, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. Things have been a little crazy for me. Yes, I recognize this. I haven't done a beauty vlog in, like a real beauty vlog, in a hot minute. So I thought after my last vlog entry of the moodiness that I would hop on camera and just have like some fun and just do my makeup and talk about whatever comes to my mind, but mostly I kind of just wanted to acknowledge that there is some not so terrible stuff that has happened within the last little bit. So with that being said, let's jump into this. So my makeup routine has vastly changed since the last time we spoke about this, and I'm gonna just bring you in a little bit. So like I said, my makeup routine has vastly changed since the last time we spoke. So the reason being, for the most part, is because it's really hard to justify doing a full face of makeup for like the everyday, especially with me desperately trying to get a hold of the skin, which, as you can see, a little bit better lighting, a little bit more up close. I've got some messiness going on up here, but like everything is just smoother and brighter and happier than it's been in forever. So it's not as motivating to me anymore to wear like a full cake face all the time. It's fun to do every now and then, and what better reason than to show you how I've changed my makeup routine. Okay, so first things first, I have switched up my primer. I've heard a lot of people talk about this e.l.f. putty primer here that I have. Let's see, yeah, the e.l.f. putty primer. I've seen many a beauty influencer use this. Many of my actual like real life people that I know have used this. I've been using this probably for about 2 or 3 weeks. Here's like what it looks like. You can tell I've like dug around in there for a little bit. But yeah, it's a really nice primer. I feel like it works really well to actually keep my makeup on my face. So I take a nice little glob, kind of emulsify it in my hands a little bit, and just like get it all over my face, you know, as one does with a primer. Here's where I think the biggest difference in my makeup routine is. If you watched my channel, I feel like I say that so many times and it's honest to God so annoying to me, but I used to be a lot more active with makeup videos than I have been, and I had like this little like routine of doing like a masquerade mask of like concealer, which I feel like the only way for me to even realize how ridiculous that was to watch it back on video, because like that's so much makeup. I don't do that anymore. My makeup is always evolving. I'm always trying to like step up my game. I'll follow random new makeup artists that I find on social media, and I found this guy on TikTok. I'll put his link in the description. His hacks have sort of changed my life a little bit with the makeup. So over Christmas, I got so much makeup. I've been dying to do like a makeup tour, but then the thought of that is honestly exhausting, because I think I got a total of like 5 makeup palettes, and that's just like the makeup palettes. So within that, I had bought myself, I just got like a huge influx of new makeup, and within that I bought myself a like cream contour kit. It came with another highlight that's like super yellow, and I don't use, so I only use these 2 shades, the contour and the highlight, and I've been using the highlight in place of the 16-hour camo concealer that I usually wear from e.l.f. They're really similar shades, but this one's a little bit less cakey. It still has a pretty decent coverage. Nothing compares to the coverage of the 16-hour camo. However, nothing compares to the cakiness either, and I'm sort of trying to avoid any cakiness in my makeup from now on, because the close-up of my makeup sometimes is just, it's alarming. So for my eye makeup, for my prep, what I usually would have referred to as my masquerade mask of concealer has now just become eyelids. Yep, we're taking it real simple. I am just doing my eyelids now. One of the tips I learned from this makeup artist, whose name is totally not in my brain right now because I just look at people's faces on TikTok and I never look at anyone's username. If you're using more of a moisturizing formula, to let your concealer sit for a little bit. That's what I've been doing. I need to wet my little concealer beauty blender anyway. Okay, so I've let this sit for a little while. So as I'm blending this, I can tell you about some of the stuff that's been going on in my life other than me changing my makeup routine. So I am a hairstylist. Yes, correct, true, all true and great. I left my job back in March. I had left Actually, it wasn't in March. It feels like it was in March because technically that was the last time I ever did work there because of like the shutdown. But technically I did not quit until the very end of May. But I was working at a salon. I don't want to get into things because I don't know who watches these and I don't want to start anything. However, I'm just going to be brutally honest and say that salon environment was extremely toxic for me. Maybe not for everybody, but for me it was. And the thought of even going back at all after quarantine was like, I wanted to throw up at the thought of it, right? So I did a lot of soul searching, and then some bologna sandwich happened, and I quit. And lucky for me, I am very privileged in this. This is a very privileged story, which we can get more into while I'm doing my eyeshadow. So we'll get to the rebirth of my hair career in 2 seconds here. So one of the many palettes that I got for Christmas is one of these Morphe Artistry palettes. This is massive, okay? I'll show you one that I got for my birthday. Actually, I don't remember if I got this for my birthday or Christmas. They're 5 days apart. It's very hard to remember. However, this is the size of all the Morphe palettes that I have. And then there's this one. It's so much bigger than these ones. But that is because I don't think this is a new palette at all. So if you're like super into makeup, you probably have seen this. If not, own it yourself. But oh my goodness gravy. Look at this beautifulness. So we have like these cream shimmers in the middle here. And then lots of purples, lots of pink. Very me. Love this palette absolutely to death. I'll show you the other one that I got as well, because this one has my absolute favorite highlight. And even if I don't use the pigments from this one every day, I still grab this, not every day, every time I do my makeup. At one point in my life, that was every day, believe me. But I have been using this shade right here for my highlight with almost every look. But look how cute this palette is too. This is definitely one of those that is going to be a go-to for me whenever wedding season starts up. I'm going to be doing like a really basic eye look today, I'm going to be honest. Sort of basic. I'm doing a graphic liner look because those are super in right now. So I'm just going to go in with, oh no, decisions. There's so many shimmers in this palette that I just like, I'm obsessed with. Like this one and this one. And also this one. But then also this one and this one. Like I am... If I could be in a relationship with a palette, it would be this one. I'm gonna go with, it's so hard to choose, but I love this super baby pink right here because I'm gonna do a hot pink graphic liner over the top. So, like I was saying, I left a very toxic salon back in June. Go me. I didn't think I was gonna have the balls to get out when I did get out. To be quite frank, I thought I was going to be working there for a lot longer than I actually did, even though I knew on day one I was not the right person for this job. So, with that being said, again, I said I was very privileged. Now let me explain where that privilege comes from. Cosmetology is a family business for me. My mom is a hairstylist and so is my sister, and my mom actually had a salon in the house that I grew up in, and I came to her with this idea in June, and I said, okay, look, here's the situation. I quit the salon. I don't know how shocked she actually was that I didn't want to work there. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. I do, however, think that she was shocked that I actually quit, because that's not really, I don't know. It takes a lot for me to quit, I feel like, and except McDonald's, like that was a 9-month, no. Nope, but that was also my first job. Anyway, so I told my mom that I would remodel her salon if I could, you know, like work there. I'd just like be my own, you know, at-home personal stylist, which was the best decision I have ever made as far as like my career goes for my mental health. So with me moving on into my own little area, I obviously had a lot more control over who sits in my chair. But sometimes, you know, it takes time to get established in these things. And by that I mean, it took me a while to get my business license and all of my insurance and my shop license figured out, just because I wanted to make sure this is what I wanted to do and spend the money to do that. Otherwise, I was kind of just gonna do my friend's hair as a hobby and not really advertise. But that has recently changed. So I finally got my business license. I have finally put some of the finishing touches on my salon, and I would love to do a salon tour for you guys soon. But I'm like all official now. I ordered some business cards that I absolutely am stoked about, and they turned out super good. I'm really excited to hand them out. But yeah, now that I'm all licensed up, I'm actually, you know, gonna advertise and hopefully get some more people in my chair. So I've been trying to like get my salon out there on Instagram a little bit more. So go follow the Double Rose Salon on Instagram, because that's me, that's my salon. So that's what's been going on with me as far as like life outside of YouTube, which is also one of the reasons I was gone for so long this past month, is because I've been like really focusing a lot of my energy on that, because that's what actually makes me money. As much as I would love for YouTube to make me money one day, it does not yet. So I don't think I told you that I went in with this, but I told you guys earlier in the video that that's like my favorite highlighter. So that's what I used in the corners and under my brow bone. Let's move on to some eyeliner. So that was like my little salon saga story. That's my professional life saga update, life update, if you will, which is kind of my only like life update, because it's COVID. What do we got? Work, and then that's it. What's a social life? I don't know. So with that being said, let's just move on to some beauty for a second. Okay, so now that the eyeshadow look is done, let's jump into the eyeliner part of this graphic liner look. So obviously, why would I do one eyeliner when I can do three? Something that is not going to change in my eye makeup routine, however, is my white liner on my waterline. And as usual, I'm going in with my NYX Just Fatty White Crayon. This is the best white eyeliner I've ever used. And I'm just gonna pop this on my waterline. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys in again because now I am going to, so let me preface something. Let's rewind for a second. Okay, so I have my black eyeliner. I have tried this graphic liner look only one other time, and it was like literally on Saturday. And I did the graphic liner before I did my black liner, and I'm not gonna make that mistake again because I actually had to like correct where the lines met up. So in order to not have to do that again, I'm doing this first. You know, you learn, you know, when to like fix your mistakes in makeup. It's all trial and error. So I have my NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is my like ride or die eyeliner. So I'm gonna bring you guys in and we're just gonna swoop it on. I'm not gonna lie, doing liner on camera scares me. Let's see if I flub this up. And I'm done. Just kidding. Oh. See, that's why I hate doing eyeliner on camera. I feel like no matter where I put my camera, you guys just aren't going to be able to see it. Something's going to be in the way. Sorry about that. Apparently my memory card was full. I am the CEO of not deleting old vlogs. I sort of finished this eyeliner on this side, just because I was already struggling with it in the first place. So let's try it again on this side. Hopefully this will be in the shot. Okay, yeah, no, I give up. I'm doing this eyeliner off camera. Sorry, bye. I guess technically not off camera, but not up close, because apparently that's illegal. My eyeliner, like a rare creature, cannot be captured on film. Okay, so with that, let's get into the graphic liner. Okay, so the key to the graphic liner, for me at least, is a paintbrush. A tiny, tiny, tiny paintbrush. Tiny. Like, so tiny my camera can't even tell it's real. Okay, and then I have this NYX Multitasker. This lovely thing is great because you can take any of these pigments and kind of like scratch them out on your hand, put some mixing medium in there, mix it up, and you have yourself some face paint, basically. Like I said, I wanted to do a neon pink. I think I'm gonna do like a dark neon pink. So I am going to go with this color right here. So last time I started from the inner corner and That could have been messy. Worked towards my liner. I think I'm gonna try the opposite way. Let's hope this doesn't end up terrible because like I'm not trying to like re-record a beauty video. I'm just trying to hang out with you guys while I do my makeup. But I'm also incredibly anal retentive and must do everything right, which is part of the issue. And I've already fudged up. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Breathe. Perfectionism is not a good thing. Remember these words. Perfectionism is not a good thing. Perfectionism keeps you from living your life. The trick is also to try and keep as clean of a brush as possible. Why does this always happen? I will figure this out someday. Maybe if I just like keep the camera super low. If you've been sticking with my channel since my shenanigans first started, someday, I'm gonna get the eyeliner shot just perfect. And you're gonna be like, I was there since day one, back in the iPhone days, when all her eyeliner videos look like this. And you'll see how far I've come. Someday this will be my truth. Okay, let's continue. Making videos as well as makeup is just a series of trial and error. See, I always like get down here, so maybe we're just gonna... Hi, how you doing? One thing you want to be conscious of when using the NYX mixing medium though is that it will dry quickly, so you're gonna want to work quickly. How am I still out of frame? I don't understand. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this eye off camera. Sorry, not sorry. Like really, not sorry. Oh, I just cracked my neck in the most awful way. This microphone is supposedly really good. On my playback, we'll see if it picked up that crack. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit because, you know, we're just in this together, you guys. We will figure out the eyeliner angle one of these days, and it will be a momentous day. We'll put it on the calendar. We'll make it a national holiday. We will have parades. And then the next video, I'll immediately, like, not have it again. Okay, so this side is done. I'm gonna hop off camera and do the other eye. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I may have cheated a little bit. I did my brows and my lashes off screen because that's nothing new. I haven't really changed any of the way that I have done either of these things. I've reshaped my eyebrows a little bit. I have changed the way I've done my like face sculpting / foundation. So that'll be the next part we'll get into. So during my little Christmas makeup shopping rampage, I bought this foundation brush from Morphe, and I also bought this Milani Screen Queen foundation that I heard Rich Lux talk about, so I was like, okay, I'll get some. And it is not meant for people with dry skin, I will tell you that. So I've been mixing it with my e.l.f. Satin Finish foundation. Okay, so I've been just taking both of my foundations, I have like my ratio, and putting it on the back of my hand, like so. So I'm going to take this brush and just combine these, kind of pack that pigment right into the brush, and I kind of just paint my face. So I'll just show you. I kind of start avoiding the direct under my eye and I just bring it around and then fill in the gaps. Okay. So I'm just going to put that brush to the side. I'm going to take my makeup eraser and wipe all that off the back of my hand. And I now go in with my beauty blender and blend this out so, you know, I don't look like this. Okay, so I feel like that really slows down my blending time. Also, I feel like it gets the product on in a more graceful manner. I feel like when I put it on with my beauty blender as opposed to doing it like this, my makeup looks a lot less cakey now than it would have like if I just do like the method that I had been doing. So from here, I haven't really been one to use a cream contour ever, like at all. But I finally just recently, like I said, I bought that kit and I've been actually really enjoying it. So let's go ahead and carve my face out with this. So I've like really also been focusing a lot on my nose contour these days, which is ironic since we cover our noses. But whenever I'm just doing makeup for funsies, I have actually been trying to practice a little bit more with my nose contour. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender, my little like concealer blender from e.l.f. and just buff this out. Okay, so now that I look significantly crazy, let's tone this down with the highlight. So I'm going to highlight under my eyes, which I've been doing in a different way as well, and just around the rest of my face. So again, this makeup artist that I found off TikTok has changed the way that I do under my eyes. So I do kind of a triangle shape like this, and then I skip all this and do a nice swooping highlight right here. It was funny, I like saw his video on this and then like at least a week later I saw everybody doing their eye makeup like this. I'm not saying he started it, but I am saying he was the first one I saw do it. But it kind of focuses on like bringing that highlight up even to the side of the nose, under the eye, and then a nice swooping highlight to make you look snatched. So then I'm also going to carve this area a little bit more. I think over the holidays I described my makeup style to my sister as light drag, and I stand by that. Time to blend. Much more snatched. Love it. Yeah, I really fell in love with this concealer style for my eyes. I really did. Mwah, love it. Oh, I never blended this. So yeah, that is how I have been contouring my face. I wanted to show you the difference. If you want to know how I did it before, I will put a little card here and you can look at whatever video this is and it will show you how I used to do it. Now, obviously this looks a little bold, so that's where this lovely compact, oh, it's kind of messy. Makeup always gets everywhere. But this little compact by Pure, it's just a nice, really light beige, and I am going to set my makeup with this. This is also different to what I've been doing. Usually you would see me do this with my kabuki, but again, this TikTok guy, he's changed my life. So I take my little puff and get my product on there and I kind of roll it on there. Using like the skin tone one kind of blends that in a little bit more. Some people call that lacing, when you put powder over a contour or something to sort of mute it down a little bit. And that pretty much completes the differences in what I have been doing as far as my makeup routine goes. So I am going to show you the products I am about to use once I am done blending this. And then I'm gonna go and do them off screen because this video is going to be the longest video on planet Earth if I don't. Blush is from my Nesting Biatch Face, and I use a combination of these two right here. My highlight is my Too Faced Diamond Fire, my favorite little highlight here. And for my lips today, I will be using NYX Powder Puff. But I feel like getting fancy as well, so I'm actually gonna take NYX's Shine Loud. Now, I have a video planned for just this product on its own, because I have some thoughts. But that aside, for now, I'll be using the lip gloss from this to top. I will be back in just a second. Oh wow, look, complete makeover. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me while I did my graphic liner today. It was nice chatting with you. Thanks for chatting with me, hanging out with me while I did my makeup tonight. Have a good day if you're watching this during the day, or have a good night. Have a good life. Unusually Horrid out. Okay, bye.